Hey guys! Nintendo. The wide world of gaming. I mean, look, it's the future! PS1, GameCube, Xbox. What's one thing they all have in common? Shapes. They all have games, but more importantly, they all have suckers who buy the games. I like Mario. Now, some people just want to play video games, but they just have way too many to decide from. Might I suggest a gaming lightning round? What? You don't know what that is? Pick a random game, play it for 5 minutes, and then tell your nearest friend. This game. Strap on your boots, cause today could go anywhere from Mario to Sonic to whatever this is, starting with... Hey look, it's pointless. I'm a pretty big Wii Sports fan, you can tell because I have a Wii, but who asked for this game? Now, I didn't think it was possible to make an already amazing game bad, but then I remembered it's a Wii U game. Of course it's gonna be terrible. Tell me, what's your favorite part about Wii Sports? I love that I have access to the full game after I download it. What if I told you we got rid of that feature? Damn it. Do you remember Wii Sports, a free game that came with your Wii, had fun little games that showed off motion controls and let you use your Miis? You remember Wii Sports Club, the game that is free, but it comes with none of the sports unlocked, and if you want to unlock them all, it costs $50, or you could just pay daily for them. Wii Sports Club is supposed to be an HD version of Wii Sports, but get this, it feels like the controls got worse somehow. How did you guys mess it up? It's just Wii Sports! I mean, tennis is fine, but bowling? They made the ball feel like it weighs 75 pounds! Every time I went to bowl it, it just felt like I dropped a brick, and oh man, don't get me started on baseball! Every time you switch serving and batting, you have to switch from the gamepad to the Wii remote, because for some reason they decide to use the gamepad for the catching glove. How about I use it as a ball instead? By the time I got to the last two sports, I didn't want to play anymore. I realized this game wasn't worth it, and I turned off my Wii U. Oh, don't mind me. I'm just sitting here admiring all my favorite rated M video games. Borderlands, Grand Theft Auto, Lego City. Close enough. Talk about a game I never thought I would enjoy. Lego City is amazing! It's a sequel to a game on the 3DS called Lego City. Surprise, I know. But I actually had so much fun with this game. This game is clearly aimed towards kids. I mean, it's rated E10 and up and all, and it's a Lego game on the Wii U. That's the biggest children's demographic imaginable. But it makes for some jokes that really aren't that funny.
You'll know it's my sandwich, as it's approximately the size of a sandwich.
Press go to yeah. But the biggest difference for me, at least, that separates this from other Lego games is that it's open world. I mean, there's so much to do, like build things. And, well, that's it. But it's okay, because the main story missions have more than enough to keep you occupied. You're a cop, so obviously your job is to catch criminals, but your goal throughout the entire game is to catch the elusive Rex Fury. He's a villain from the first game, and man, do I not remember a thing about that one. But when you're not putting away bad guys, man, is it fun to just drive around and run over random people on the sidewalk. I mean, Legos can't feel pain, right? Only if you imagine they do. The one thing I do hate about this game, though, is these long loading screens. I mean, you can go make food, take a shower, go stand outside for some reason, look around your garage, and come back, and it still won't be done loading. Oh, come on! Now, there are better ways to play this nowadays. It got remastered on the Switch, which I'm sure that version fixes the issues with loading. So if you do end up wanting to play this game, just play that version instead. Well, that was fantastic, but I don't really care about Legos. I'm just in the mood for a shitty tennis game right now. Perfect. Who is this game supposed to appeal to? I've played every single Mario Tennis game. Even better, I've played every single Mario game, and I just don't understand who this is supposed to be for. This game has 1.5 modes. You have Classic Tennis, which if you couldn't figure out, it's normal tennis. Big whoop. And next you have Mega Battle, and guess what? It's tennis, but bigger. This shouldn't even be a separate mode. It should have just been a slider that says, do you want to play with the mushroom or not have the mushroom? And even if it was the same mode, the game would still be terrible because it only has 3 courts and they all look exactly the same. Okay, one last game mode to try out. It's the same thing! Were you not a fan of being big, but normal tennis is just too boring for you? Well, congratulations. Now the ball's bigger. What else do you want from us? This game just feels like they opened a cheat code menu and inputted the big objects cheat code, because how is this a complete game? It doesn't even have settings! This is a random-ass game. Wonderful 101 is one of the most strange beat-em-ups I've ever encountered. It's just so goofy with all the characters and the stuff they do. It never takes itself too seriously, and I'm glad, because it would have made the game's story way less interesting. The best way I can describe this to you is a more hardcore version of Pikmin. But wait, the number says 101. Pikmin is only 100! I knew I was special. Now, you don't command them individually like you do in Pikmin. Instead, you command them as a group to use them as a sort of weapon, whether it's a fist, a sword, or even a gun. Guns? In a kid's game? They each have their own unique ability to them, like fist can turn objects, sword blocks lasers, and gun shoots things. Yeah, real creative. As you play through the game, you find more people to add to your army to make bigger weapons, but you also need to collect batteries to fill up this gauge in order to do that, which can be very annoying, especially when I'm fighting giant-ass tanks with shields. You need bigger weapons to break the shield faster, but it's ridiculous how hard it is to do that during these battles. Anytime you get hit, your army gets launched all over the place. And when that happens, you can't defend yourself from anything, so you either play the best damn game of World Chase Tag in your life, or you die 30 times like I did. Luckily, the game's very forgiving when you die. I mean, the enemies you're fighting stay at the same health from before you died. Oh, I didn't know this game was made for pussies. I could sit here and complain and say that makes the game too easy, but it didn't. The game was still insanely hard. Maybe I'm just losing touch with my gaming side. If I'm not in touch with my gaming side anymore, I need something more casual. Let's see, how about... Ew. Yeah, anything but that game. Oh man, I love Blue Mario. Man, what an acid trip of a game series. I mean, we had Sonic 06 with Sonic kissing real girls. Sonic Unleashed had Sonic become a furry, and... Oh man, I love colors! Sonic is a game series that's fun to hate to most people, yet they still love to buy the games. Everyone's just waiting for another Sonic Adventure type game to come out, and oh boy are they gonna keep waiting. They only ever try new things with this game series, and that's no different with this game. Sonic Lost World features Sonic. Well, what else does it do? This feels more like a Mario game than it does anything else. It feels like they tried to mix Mario Galaxy with 3D Land, and it kinda works. I mean, this game is cool, but I don't really understand what they were going for with it. Out of every single Sonic game, with this one, it feels like it's at an all-time slow, and that's partly to do with the worst feature in this game, a run button. Why? Having a run button in a Sonic game is like hosting alcoholic rehab at a bar. Who is playing this game and not holding down the run button constantly? I mean, it's a Sonic game! Even if you tried to slow down for better platforming, the physics in this game suck. If you're not running at full speed, you're not going anywhere when you jump, which makes me ask, what was the point of the run button? But hey, the levels suck too, don't forget about them. These levels just have nothing going on in them. I mean, there were a few levels that stood out, but for the most part, you could just spin dash through the whole thing with zero consequences. That's Sonic for you. And half the time, you're not even playing the game, everything's just automated for you. And if that's the case, why is this not just a movie? Sega, I just don't understand how you do it. I mean, every year you manage to release something more garbage than last year's game. Who are you people? Oh no. No, it wasn't supposed to go this way. Just try and hold on. Look, I even got your favorite game, Smash Bros. Well, I guess that's it for him. After a few days of almost having fun and years of sitting in a box, his time's finally come. Don't worry, my friend. We'll make sure your funeral's nothing short of amazing. Meet the newest addition to the family, Wii U #2. After the devastating news of my old Wii U passing, I decided to make sure this one stays completely out of harm's way. Well, that should be safe enough.